All right, welcome everybody to the Wrestlers Postmatch press conference. We have Jameese Joseph, who made her first professional start today, and Leilanni Nesbeth, who scored her first professional goal today. Nothing else happened in this game. You want to kick us off with questions? Leslie.
To have that kind of bright spot on a day like today, first start, first goal, how are you feeling after? Want to go?
I feel pretty good, I was glad to start and, just contribute as much as I can. So yeah, it was pretty amazing for me. I was a little nervous at first, but I got into it a little, so I calmed myself down and was just playing, so that was good.
Yeah, and I think I'm slowly learning that it's a long season, and this game is very different than at the collegiate level. So yeah, just gotta, even in moments, there's always lessons to be learned. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned from this game, but take the small wins where you can and just kind of build off of that. So definitely excited with my contribution, and hopefully, like Jimmy said, we can just continue to build on it, and anything we can do to help contribute to the success of this team. I think that's the main priority.
Jameese, you went toe to toe with Casey Kruger all night. Sometimes you got a little bit better of you, sometimes you got a little bit better of her. What was it like going up against one of the best defenders in the league tonight?
It was good. I mean, it was a challenge, but I felt like I held my own. I was taking her on at times and defending well. So it was a good battle. And it showed me that, I could keep up with someone like Casey Kruger. So that was good for me.
Jameese, you talked about the nerves. You make that first run in the 8th minute, scored and give you a shot for that for whatever reason. But did that kind of help allay those nerves early on? Just that you got to the end line and really made a move.
Yeah, that calmed me down a little. It showed me that, I can hang with these girls and, so yeah.
Leilanni, obviously very nice goal. Coming into the game at that point, what were you really trying to do? And what did you see from the bench that you were trying to change with your insertion in the game?
Yeah, I think I've also seen within this league too, like you can't just be comfortable with a 2-0 lead. So I think the biggest thing for me after the last game, wasn't really happy with how I came on, and if I was able to kind of add to the dynamic of the players who were starting and had heavy minutes. So that's something I definitely sat on. I'm glad I didn't dwell on it, and I was able to kind of improve that and move onto this game. And I just wanted to make more of a difference than I did last game. And I'm proud of myself for doing that. Although we didn't get the win, like I said, something to build on, and hopefully I can just continue whatever type of minutes I get, that I'm able to just contribute. I just want to add in any way that I possibly can.
What challenges did Washington present that you guys noticed? Because they kind of can turn it on just in a blink of an eye. You guys were making a run and kind of made it 2-1, and then suddenly 2 goals out of nowhere. What did you notice from that team? Because I thought their speed was pretty incredible too.
Yeah, I mean, they have one of the flippin' fastest, most incredible. You put her up with Sophia Smith with her talent and her speed and her footwork. Their IQ is up there. They're like they're the best of the best. So it's not really how to stop them. It's just about how to manage them and limit as much opportunities that they can get. And I thought she did just incredible. Like, you give her a moment and she seizes it. So that was good. I think outside of having those, and obviously Croy in there too, who has good skill, and they're just smart players, creative, little cheeky players, and they can create something out of nothing. I think they did that well. I also just think they're very smart. They're a very smart team. So when, they knew that we was going to come out and we needed a goal, but they knew, okay, cool, now we can kind of catch them in transition. And they had that Chloe Ricketts girl up there who I think executed her chances very, very, very well. So that was something for us to hopefully take into account next time and hopefully do a little better on that end. But they're a smart team. They took what we gave them and they executed well. I think they played some of their best ball tonight. So
Yes,
Exactly. Coming into the second half trailing 2-0, what would you say was the catalyst that enabled you all to get on that run offensively down the stretch in the second half?
yeah, I think just having players, I think, like you said, it's kind of half the players on the field and it's just half your mentality going in. Like I said, I think that was the biggest shift for me, just my mentality, being confident in myself and not going out there trying to, obviously, we're not trying to manage a game. We're not trying to, keep the ball in essence, we're just trying to get chances. We're trying to make their lives difficult. So I think obviously you had Mao in there who's sitting there and telling us to press, to keep going at them. We have obviously Sam who's trying to make those balls in behind to kind of turn them around and just create some sort of chances. I think Maxi was stepping up and trying to get crosses in. P was pressing from them. So I think all those little details, having people who kind of believe that you still can get into the game, I think is massive, because it's hard to come and try to do that as a rookie, just be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting my first couple of minutes and let's try to win this game, guys, So I think having those people who already are telling you, hey, let's go, hey, pick your head up, like, let's get the ball, they just scored, but let's keep going, because it's not really about winning the game at this moment, but can we just, I guess, leave on a high note and be proud of our performance late in the match.
One quick follow-up though, how is it going through your first short rest week as professionals? Obviously, there's more rotation again, maybe thinking, oh, maybe this is an opportunity that there is going to be rotation to start dealing with kind of playing a game on Saturday, coming back, playing a game on Wednesday. For both of you, how is it kind of dealing with that short rest week?
I think managing it is a little difficult, but I mean, we're getting enough rest and recovery, and we're taking care of our bodies, so that helps a lot. And the rotation is also helping. We have a lot of players that are good, that can come off the bench, or that we can rotate. So I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think just knowing that your name can be called at any given moment. Like I said, it's not college. You ain't got 16 games to play with and you're dwelling over, oh my gosh, I just lost a game. Now I got X amount. We're going all the way to like November or something, so we're hitting Christmas with these games. So it's a lot of time. It's a lot of games to play. If you don't play in the first week, I'm just kind of learning to not dwell on those things and get in my head and just kind of continue to work in practice, continue to grind at it, because the stepping stones are there, and hopefully, can continue to go towards the biggest goal and the collective goal.
One more question, everyone, before I go to Taylor. No? Cool. Taylor, if you have a question, you can go ahead.
I'm all good. The room covered it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, then if you guys hang on a second, I will bring Lauren up. Thank you, guys. We're back with Coach Donaldson. Anybody in the room want to kick us off?
Oh,
Jim?
Coach Jim Alexander, just simply put it, what's going to be potentially easier to fix, the offense or the defense? Because the last couple of games, besides this one, for a majority, the scoring came late. So the scoring's been an issue, but also giving up 4 goals. What do you think is going to be kind of the easier, quicker fix, I guess, defensively or offensively?
I mean, defensively, yes. I mean, because we have been there before, so we know how to do that offensively. You have to get the right pieces and everything. So, but if that's a question, yes, I think I mean, because defensively it's a team thing. I don't think team-wise we defended well. So, the way we like to defend, I think we were totally out of it. So, I mean, what is football? Sometimes it happens to the best of them. I mean, we're not one of the best, but sometimes it happens to the best of them.
It seemed like their dual number 6s, their double pivot, gave Mouse some trouble. They put numbers kind of in front of the box and try to slow her down. How does the team maybe adjust in the future to that kind of a tactic, trying to focus in on Mal?
Well, I think we got to be more combative. I think physically we got out muscled today. I mean, that's the word. We were out muscled just a lot. So, and we were, and they were doing that with Mal. So, but it cannot just be Mal. It has to be everybody. Everybody has to pitch in, and we can't just look and just think Mal is going to be, she's coming back from a serious injury. So we also got to be, aware of that and protect her. She's got to protect herself a little bit, but it's got to be everybody pitching in just to help that situation.
Do you think the offense, maybe in the first half with Allie Cook in the front and center, maybe was trying a little too much to get her those aerial chances that she wasn't really winning?
Well, Ali did just, she's a rookie, and we'll put some rookies in, and sometimes because we have to know now it's early in the season. We got to start looking at plus we got to make sure, what we have. We have some players first time in the league, so we have to just start looking at some of them and see what we have. When you come down to the stretch run, so maybe Ali, she's usually a good reader of the game, so you know, it wasn't perfect, but you know, she's gonna give you everything.
And then Leslie.
Yeah. What do you think, what's the difference between the last game and this game? How do you think, were they making the same mistakes or was it a different team that you facing?
It's a different team. We just make mistake. We weren't good. It's obvious. We just made, you know, I mean, they're, you know, we just getting beat with balls that we shouldn't get beat. You know, not taking the space. You know, something we have to fix. So we're just getting beat with simple balls that, you know, we need to drop, take the space, find the ball, but unfortunately, it's not happening, so we have to fix it.
Leslie.
And then, for trying to figure out the best 11 for the start of every match, is it still in kind of like an experimentation stage, or are you still trying to find, who fits where?
You can't play your best 11 right now because of the amount of games you have. We just came back from Seattle and we played. You have to find a rotation, okay? If you can't play with 11, you have to get to about 16 deep where you can, or else your best 11 is gonna be injured or walk off the field and they can't finish the season. So in terms of that, you know, we gotta just, it's a team game. That's why we carry that many players. So I don't think for a while you can say finding the best 11 to play, you know, you got to find the best, whatever, 20, and you put them together and just try to find a good combination on a given day, you know.
Did it seem like, I mean, obviously the game opened up a lot, so maybe this was just natural, but it did seem like tempo maybe improved in the last 20 minutes of the game with some of the substitutions that were made. What did you see from the bench, and specifically Leilanni getting that late goal?
Yeah, you know, I mean, Leilanni's been just battling with some, you know, slight injuries. So I mean, and you know, we're just trying to make sure she can finish the season. We don't want her to, you know, overplay her and then all of a sudden she's done for the season. So, but the bench came in and that's why we have a bench. They came in and give us a lift. I mean, that's what we want. Bench players coming in and lift the team up a little bit and, you know, try to get something done.
What was the strategy against Trinity Rodman? We know she's a great player, but she had a lot of open looks. She was kind of shredding through the defense in a lot of different points. Did you did the tactics work against her? What was it that she had so many kind of open looks?
Whatever you say she have an open look, the tactics didn't work. Sometimes it's players' nerve. You know, I mean, we give certain things that she likes to do, and you know, I mean, they're world-class players. But again, sometimes playing against players who haven't been playing a lot in the league, they don't understand. Players get nervous. So yes, you can do stuff against great players, but you as well have to have a good game. Okay, so maybe coaches, we got it all wrong. So we always say, we got it wrong. Because if Trinity looks that good, then we as coaches got it wrong.
I want to give Taylor a chance to get in here if she has a question. Taylor, if you have a question, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering, you have a really quick turn, right? You head on the road and you play Bay on Sunday. How do you kind of balance the rest and kind of needing to tweak some things?
Well, that's the $1 million question that we have to deal with. You have to look into it and just see, you look at the minutes, the last 3 games some of these players play and the traveling, and you got to come up with a team that, that we think, our squad that we think can go into Bay and perform a little bit better. We weren't good tonight, we got out muscled, so we can't let that happen. Last game, we got outsmarted by Sophie Smith. This time it's Rodman. So maybe, we look at the national team players and just think that, okay, 2 good players, give them that, but we have to be better.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys, and we'll call it there. Thank you, Taylor, for joining. I'll have a
Thank
report
you, guys.
shortly.